Got up just in time for him to start crying. I got out in time. Hold on, I'm naked. I can't do anything, Holmes. I can't do anything, I'm naked. I didn't even finish my shower. I didn't even wash my hair. You gotta hold on a minute, baby. I know you probably have to go to the bathroom. The towel's super long. I guess I could go out on the deck with you. But I want to at least put these socks on, not being bare feet. Hold on, baby. I bet you have to go to the bathroom, but I'm naked. I can't predict it. I go in when you're sleeping. I take care of Grandma. I can't get in right away. Plus, I had to eat in order to even take a bath. Hold on, sweet boy. Hold on, baby. Hold on. By the time I put young Sheldon, that they finally let us watch, went over a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. We couldn't watch the finale. We would have never watched the final season if they didn't let me watch the goddamn finale for free. Doesn't make sense that you can buy it for $2.99, but you can't watch it for free. And people were bitching online, just like I was in spirit, because I wasn't signed up for that site. Hold on, love bug. I'm gonna go out on the deck in a towel. It's showing less than I show when I wear short shorts or a short scarf. I know, baby, I know. My mom's got to rest for a minute. I know, baby, it's okay. Mama's got to rest for a minute. All right? At least Grandma's liking the goddamn movie. It's one good thing anyway. Come here, love. I bet you have to go pee-pee at least. Probably not poo-poo, but probably pee-pee. At least you just woke up. Maybe the god of pugs, maybe the god that cares about pugs, who cares about pugs, got me out of the shower, had me starting to feel faint, even though I usually can stay in longer, but it's winter time. Now it's close to summertime, and even though it's not super hot out, it's hotter in general in the house and whatever. I didn't eat enough all day because I didn't eat my first meal until, what time did I ever eat my first meal? Like I got in there at 3. I ate my first meal about I don't know, 2:30 or something. So that would explain it. Even though I did eat a good amount, it's still, you have to account for it being all day long. You liking the movie? You love it. I'm happy. We pay a lot for cable. We might as well get the utmost out of these movies. No, we have HBO Max, so I can watch Friends every season for 11 years, and the rest of the Mike and Molly. We have True Blood. You said you were a Christian and didn't want to watch True Blood. Well, I'm loving that movie. I think I will watch it sometime. I wanted to see that before I remember. Class, he went poo-poo. It's a good thing I was wearing a super long towel. Or, he needs help going poo-poo, but if the towel wasn't long enough, I can't bend down and help him. This towel goes down past my knees, so even though I bent down to help him go poo-poo, hold him steady, his back legs, I wasn't flashing anybody. Wasn't flashing anyone. The towel's too long. If the towel wasn't long enough, I would have not been able to do it. I would have had to let him topple over. I can't be flashing neighbors and naked. That's not cool. Alright, I feel weak. I think there's no time to wash my hair if I want to leave. I don't know. I was going to wash it in the tub, but as soon as I have some water and relax, I can have a second round, I guess. I do want to dry my hair. Oh. Oh. Feed him again. Alright, first things first. Let's pick up the poo-poo outside. I'm glad that my mom likes the movie. We pay enough for cable, we might as well get our money's worth. Pay a fortune for cable. I could pick up the poo-poo. I had to have him in my arms. I couldn't pick up the poo-poo too. Also, I'm gonna make myself some orange juice cranberry. Have my second round of drink. You sit tight, Holmes. It hasn't even been 4 hours since you ate, so I'm not worried about you. You had a nice big meal at 12. Mama needs to fucking relax. Maybe I could do a dancing on the back video. I'm drained from shaving my legs all night. I'll put shorts on and dry brush my body and put some lotion on. I did finish shaving really well before, really good before I had to get out. It's a good thing I got out, or poor little baby might have, you never know, he might have held it, but he would have been crying. He couldn't get up, and he might have shit all over himself, so he really had to go bad. I can't predict that. Nobody can. Can't predict it. It's just the nature of life. The nature of life. Here in Massachusetts, I don't know where. I guess all kinds of things like this happen everywhere, and we don't hear about it unless it's really sensational cases. So I will hear about things that happen in Massachusetts. You'll hear about stuff that happens in your states, but not about things that happen in Massachusetts. Not unless you catch it online or something, but not on your local news. This really nice woman, I guess in her 50s, mom, probably a grandmama too, and really nice woman, apparently always had a kind word for everybody, always wanted to help everybody, just a real nice person, according to her family. Those who knew her say she's a really good person, and she helped out her next door male neighbor after his wife died, and apparently was really good friends with him and whatnot. Did everything for him after his wife died, was there for him, was a really good friend, trusted him, believed he cared about her, I'm sure. She went over there for a glass of wine, and he slaughtered her with a hammer, beat her to death with a hammer, allegedly. But he's covered in blood. Her body's in his house. They found the bloody hammer. He called his son and said, I had an altercation with somebody, and he's being sent to a mental hospital here in Massachusetts for evaluation. Did this happen in Bridgewater, I think? He's being sent to Bridgewater State Hospital, I think. Anyhow, can you imagine? My guess is obviously he's crazy, but the fact she didn't know he was crazy, she just had no clue he was going to beat her to death with a hammer. It's awful. It's unbelievable. One of her son, I think, cried out in court. He's like, I'll see you in hell. But if the guy is out of his mind, because when people don't try to hide the crime, when they admit it, when they just do it out of the blue, they got some screws loose, likely. I'm thinking maybe they've been friends for years. Maybe she rejected his advances. Maybe he expressed, he's had screws loose, obviously, expressed desire to be more than friends, and she turned him down, I'm sure gently, because she's a good person, and he slaughtered her. In fact, they're saying, like, the case, the actual logistics of the case, actual what happened, that she didn't die right away. Like, she was bludgeoned with a hammer and didn't die, and was lying there bloody on his floor. He called his son and said what he didn't say what he'd done. He said, I had an altercation with someone, but I saw him in court on the TV. He has scratches on him, and they found her body in his house, and he's covered in blood, and there's blood on the ceilings and blood on the walls. Like, why did he do it? It reminds me of that fucking movie, The Signal. It's scary. The movie The Signal, you would just start, it made me watch that. You could say, well, he didn't really make you, Laura. You could have gone upstairs. I know. If I could sit with my love, my boyfriend, and watch horrible, horrific slasher movies, or those kind of movies that just trigger me big time, or be banished upstairs. Those are my choices. So technically, no, you're right, he didn't make me. Anyway, the movie is Signal, the most horrific movie, awful movie ever. And there's a signal coming through from outer space that causes people to do exactly what this guy did. To, out of the blue, start killing. But isn't that Birdcage too? Same thing. Out of the blue, you start killing. You start killing your people who trust you and who you love, or love you, or it's exactly like that. Here and there are movies like that, because there's no rhyme or reason to it. And we might not even get to know the truth ever. If he's out of his mind, and she's dead, and there are no, witnesses, we just might not get to know why he did it. But we know he did it. There's no beyond a reasonable doubt here. I mean, it's a million times beyond a reasonable doubt. You know that he fucking did it. What you might never get to know is why. And you just left shaking your head, like, this really good person and her life ends like that. Again, there's no rhyme or reason. She was fucking loved. There were outbursts in court. They all went. They want to know why he did it. If he's crazy, if he's out of his mind, he's not going to know why he did it. But he definitely did it. There's no way he didn't do it. Why does anyone do anything? Why did that Gabby, whatever the last name was, why did her boyfriend decide to kill her and then kill himself? I mean, I don't know. It's something like this guy with the hammer, and he just decides to suddenly kill her. She's been nice to him for years, and et cetera, et cetera. It reminds me of that movie, The Signal. Oh, I need to rest. I do not wash my body. I very carefully shaved for a half hour. Very carefully shaved. soaked in the Dr. Teal's Epsom salts. Plus I added some pink Himalayan crystal salt. I shaved my underarms too. I shaved my underarms too. I shaved my underarms. So I'm technically clean. I mean, I'm not scrubby-dub-dub clean. Because you're supposed to rinse off after you're sitting in a tub, because that's your filth. It's not like it's been a long time since I took a shower. Last night our dinner that we're going to have, well, I gave some to my mom for today for lunch, but just an easy dinner. 4 cans of organic green beans, no salt added. 2 packages of mayonnaise, macaroni and cheese. 1 organic, completely organic, certified organic, and 1 organic pasta. So that's not organic cheese, obviously. It's a cheaper box. And a pound of organic hamburger, all mixed together. And throw in some little bit of sour cream, organic, for good measure, and you've got a not even remotely healthy meal, but not as bad as like buying a crust sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts or something like my mom likes. Yeah, still a little bit healthier than that. And I made enough of it that we have it last night, we have it tonight, and probably have enough for tomorrow. We both ate a lot of it. I don't know about as much. Oh, and I threw in some Nushilicious for good measure, a couple tablespoons. That's spread out over the whole big giant pot that's going to last probably 3 nights' meals. I gave my mom a huge plate last night. She said she was hungry. I gave her some for lunch today. I'll let her have more for dinner. I was going to make egg salad for her, but then I forgot I only have the 1 pan, and that stuff's in the pan, so fuck that. I'll let her have more for dinner, okay? And if it only lasts 2 nights' meal, so what? It's still hugely cost effective. Make it in bulk. I can make it with bean noodles, too. Just an easy meal. Again, I throw it together. I'm not a cook, and it lasts me and my mom a few nights, 2 to 3 nights, possibly 3. Depends on how hungry we are, or if I decide to let her have it and I don't have any. Chili lasts a long time because I don't really like chili that much, so she can eat it every night. Belly, 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 yeah, belly, yeah, belly, 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 belly. Gotta start taking all my vitamins again. Can't even sing or stop taking them. I'm glad Grandma likes the movie, Holmes. I was like, where's my food? Yeah. You go longer than that without food, honey. I can wear earplugs again with him over here. I hear him. As long as he's right next to me, even with my earplugs, I can hear him if he starts crying. Much better off with him in here. I cleaned the laundry room today. I swept it. I still have to do some caca dried into the floor. I gotta scrub that. Should probably clean the floor wherever there isn't stuff. I separated the clothes. I'm missing a couple of my snoodle doodle. What are those? Those noodle socks. I'm missing a couple of those. The matches to them. Maybe the dryer ate them. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna postpone. I'll go out today, go tomorrow instead. Tomorrow it's gonna be beautiful too. Maybe even warmer. So you won't be getting these. Today's the holiday Monday. You won't be getting these, I guess, until tomorrow night. I want to sleep. I gotta feed Omar. I'd rather do that. I'd rather postpone it. Because again, it's hot and it's not really hot, but I mean, I took a really hot, long half-hour bath. And I had to get out, and it was a good thing because I got out just in time to get Omar and have him go poo-poo on the deck. It's me in this long blue towel. Yeah, I'm not making eggs. I'll tell my mom, so I gave you a small amount for lunch, I'll give you another small amount for dinner, and then you can have something else, have a shake or something to make up for the calories if you're still hungry. How's that? She'll be like, oh, that sounds good. I know, because you love that pasta dish. It's delicious. It's good. I like it too. That's why if I wasn't eating, it would last longer. But it might. I'm looking at it. If I have some too, there might not be enough for tomorrow's meal too, or there might be just a little bit enough for her to have it tomorrow and me to have something else. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's going down. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Ooh. Yeah, I want to go early. I keep wanting to go out early, but I just wanted to take a bath.